Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. So, before we get into it, I want to apologize for the delay in videos. I've been a little preoccupied with the holidays, with Christmas and everything else, and New Year's. Work has had me do a lot of extra stuff, and my life has just been really busy with a lot of extra stuff going on. So I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and record as much as I want to. So I have a list here of everything that I have to catch up on. I do apologize for the delay in the videos that I wanted to upload. I really do apologize. It happened at a really weird time. Basically, I had a couple videos planned, and then the holidays hit and I totally forgot about them, being in the swing of working, coming home, recording a little bit, or prepping for recording. The holidays really snuck up on me and I did not prepare for them at all. And then my editor, Shiro, say hi Shiro, he said he was going to be out of town for a little bit and wasn't going to be able to do any editing, so I took the opportunity to really take some time to focus on what I wanted to do next. I'm taking the last little bit of this year to really take a good look at what I have going for me in terms of content, and really trying to make sure that going forward I do give out the best content that I possibly can, that I am giving my best foot forward for you guys, because that's what you guys deserve. You guys deserve me at 110% and nothing less. And so I'm committing that this upcoming year, the year of 2025, I'm going to be doing everything I can to give you guys uploads, 2 uploads a week minimum, maybe a third one in there if there's something really interesting going on. Even if it's just a quick little like, hey, thanks for checking in, I'm doing this stuff. You know, even if it's just like a little update video on showing you guys where I am currently with a lot of content clearing and stuff. Because believe it or not, I still haven't cleared all the content. Those stage 13 bosses are kicking my ass. So, but to get started with the unit that is no longer on banner, I will just show you guys really quickly. We now have Charlotte and Kappa on the banners, and the new Gnosis Beth unit. I will be doing a Gnosis Beth video all by herself, but unfortunately she's no longer on the banner, and I really do apologize for the delay. We're going to be talking about Tamara. So Tamara is a very, very good ranger. She gets the tactician, which is not too bad at all. It's no it's no Vanguard, but she is still pretty quick. She is very helpful for PvP content and PvE content. For PvP, she's very good at delaying her enemies with her S3, and then for PvE content, she is very helpful being able to combo her S2 and S3 back and forth. It is really nice. She's a very strong unit, and just all content all around. I definitely recommend building her up and definitely having her on the bench, just because if you ever have a boss that is hitting you with ultimates too fast, or you cannot get debuffs to stick, she is a great pick for it. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. We're going to start talking about her skills. So first off, her S1, fire and reposition, attacks an enemy. When she scores a critical hit, she has a 100% chance to activate a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack. I don't have her completely maxed out yet. I don't have any blue skill books. That's what I'm running out of. I have a shit ton of the green ones and I have a good amount of the red ones. I don't have enough blue ones. So being able to trigger that dual attack is really nice, because you can get someone like, if you're comboing her with like Hild, you get some good damage. If you're comboing with like Gnosis Dahlia, you can do some crazy damage. Same with Kappa, Cannon, Air, Karen, Diane. You can do a lot of good extra damage with that. She can really do a lot of extra damage with that dual attack, especially if it's like, oh, another good one for it is actually Roxy here, because Roxy's S1 does debuffs. So being able to stack those debuffs is really nice. Her S2 smokescreen, this one I do have maxed out, has a 100% chance to grant all allies increased critical hit chance, and that's 50%, so that is the equivalent of a Valentine crit hit buff. So it's the same quality buff as Valentine. For 3 turns before attacking an enemy, when scoring a critical hit, has a 100% chance to inflict silence on the target for 2 turns. Silence is really nice. Can only use skill chain and basic attacks while this fact is applied, so it shuts down any S3 that is not a burst. Being able to shut down an S2 and an S3 is really nice, especially if you get her enough burst effects. Her level 1 does increase critical damage on allies, so at level 1 burst 2 you get all the same buffs as a Valentine S2. At level 2 she gets increased effectiveness, and that increased effectiveness is again 50%, which is super nice, especially for the boss that she really does excel in. And then at level 3 gains the extra turn, which is nice because you can combo her S2 into her S3 maximum fire range. So maximum fire range attacks all enemies, and then has a 100% chance to inflict reduced defense on all targets for 2 turns, and then when scoring a critical hit on 1 or more enemy, has a 100% chance to increase the skill cooldowns of all targets by 1 turn. Being able to increase that skill cooldown, actually be able to get 2 on it. The reason why that's so helpful is because in PvP, that's really nice to be able to shut down things like Gnosis Nella. Gnosis Nella is being a real threat. Same with Gnosis Dahlia. Both of them together are really scary. This is a good way to shut down both of them, and it really does put a stop in their plans. Not being able to be stunned, because again, if you hit her first, she's on cooldown, so she can't do anything about it. And then you can hit her with your own Gnosis Nella and reduce the cooldown again. Her exclusive equipment, number 62's Punishment, has bonuses of 15% crit hit chance against fire, and then increases her action points by 60 at the start of battle. It is very nice to have. Getting those extra action points is really solid. Just from looking at her skills, she is very crit focused. You do still want her to go first, so you want a good amount of speed investment, but then you want enough crit chance. You want to hit that 100% crit chance. That's really your goal. You want 100% crit chance first, then as much speed as you can pump out, and then a little bit of effectiveness if you want to really make sure those debuffs stick. But she's not going to be the one sticking the debuffs. It's going to be your allies, so it doesn't really matter too much. Accuracy is probably what I would do next. So crit chance, speed, accuracy. After that, I don't think it really matters for anything else. For gear, I'm running the speed set again with a crit chance focused set, as best as I can. This was a pre-purchase set. If you can't tell, like they match up pretty well. This was a set bonus that I just got out of PvP, I think, and that's really all you need for her. You don't really need anything else. As long as you can get that crit chance to as close to 100% as possible to be proccing those crits all the time, you're pretty solid. For her exclusive, her accessory, I would just run Absolute Music. If you can get a speed Absolute Music, even better. The reason why this is important is because increasing your damage dealt by allies to boss enemies by 5%. That's nice because you're basically giving a 5% damage bonus to everybody in your party, which is essentially a 15% damage bonus if you think about it. If you can get one with speed, it's probably better. If you can get one with crit chance, it's probably even better. I don't even know what it can roll with. Let's check that out. I don't want to give you guys false information. Gear Codex here. Absolute Music is which one again? Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. No. There it is. Let's see. You can run one with speed, no effectiveness, but you can get a crit chance one if you want. So you can get a crit chance or effectiveness, or crit chance or speed based on which one you want. And then that's your exclusive, or not exclusive, I keep calling it exclusive. That's your accessory. I like Rampaging Karakal because that marked debuff is really, really nice. I don't exactly remember what it does, if I'm being brutally honest right now. I do not remember what the marked debuff does. I think it makes them easier to hit, and I think it makes you do more damage to them, if I remember correctly. I think that's what it does. Don't quote me on that. Wait, can I? See, it won't tell me. It won't tell me what it does. Anyways, marked, regardless, if it makes them easier to hit, that's helpful. If it makes them take more damage, still helpful. If it makes crits land easier, still helpful. No matter what, getting that a little bit is really helpful. Especially because you're going to be basically popping your S2, your S3, and then nailing with your S1 the rest of the time. And that cycle is just going to repeat. Other than that, she is pretty easy to build. Again, I think that the stat priority is going to be crit chance, speed, accuracy, and maybe a little bit of effectiveness. Once you do that, I think you're going to be fine. I don't think you realistically need anything else for her. She's a very basic character. She's been here for a really long time. She's a pretty fundamental character to get. She also has some really great skins. But other than that, she is a fantastic character. I absolutely love using her. I'm building a PvP team with her, and I am currently really loving it. But she is mostly used in PvE. She has a very niche use in PvP, so she's mostly used in PvE. And I will be showing you guys that here in the next upcoming little bit. But with that out of the way, I'm going to end this video here. Tamara's a really basic character, so you don't really need to do a lot of in-depth build with her, which is why this video I turned into my apology video for the late videos, and also was able to get through a character that I think is very, very solid, a very good character, but also very simple. It's hard to mess up her build because of how straightforward it is. It is probably one of the most straightforward builds. Thanks, Tamara. Thanks. She's a very fundamental, basic character. She's very straightforward, which is really helpful, especially for new players. She's really solid. I definitely recommend giving her a chance and definitely building her up. She's super helpful. And with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys learned a little something. Hope you found it maybe a little entertaining if you already knew this information. And hope you guys are wanting to stick around. And Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you guys have a fantastic 2025. Look back on 2024 with a smile. And put your best foot forward. That's what I'm going to try to do. All right. Peace out.